Hello everyone and welcome to our today's English lesson. Today we are going to explore Unit 6, Lessons in Life. First, we will focus on the past simple tense covering both regular and irregular verbs. Next, we will focus on vocabulary with ed or ing adjectives. These adjectives are crucial for expressing feelings, experience, and states of being in various contexts. Lastly, we will practice everyday English by learning how to speak, how to ask and answer the question, what is the date? This skill is fundamental for daily interactions and shadowing. Aims and objectives of today's lesson. To form sentence using regular and irregular verbs in the past simple tense correctly, to use ed or ing adjectives appropriately in sentence to describe feelings and qualities. To practice asking and responding to questions about date in English. Now, what do you know about your grandparents and grandparents, great-grandparents? As you know, grandparents are the parents of your father and mother, while great-grandparents are parents of your grandparents. Do you know when and where they were born? What were their jobs? Were they rich or poor? Understanding our family's past not only connects us to our roots, but also provides excellent examples for practicing the past simple tense. When we talk about our ancestors, we use the past simple to describe their lives and experience. For example, my grandfather was a soldier, or my great-grandmother was born in 1920s. This sentence use the past simple tense to talk about completed actions or events in the past. Let's dive into our lesson on the past simple tense. The past simple tense is essential for describing completed actions or events in the past. It helps us talk about things that happened at the specific time and are no longer happening now. To form the past simple tense, we typically add ed to regular verbs. For example, walk becomes walked, play becomes played. However, irregular verbs have different forms. For instance, go becomes went, eat becomes ate. Positive form and the positive form of the past simple is used to state that something happened in the past. Structure, subject plus verb id or irregular verb. For example, she visited her grandparents last weekend. He played football when he was young. We add ed to the mean verb. Negative form. The negative form of the past simple tense is used to state that something did not happen in the past. Structure, subject plus did not, didn't, plus base form of the verb plus object if applicable. Examples: he didn't play football when he was young. They didn't finish their work on time. Question form. The question form of the past simple tense is used to ask questions about actions or events in the past. Structure: did plus subject plus base form of the verb plus object of applicable. And the question mark. Example: did she visit her grandparents last weekend? Did he play football when he was young? Answers: when responding to questions in the past simple tense, the answer typically follow this structure. Positive answer: yes, subject plus past simple verb plus object. Example: yes, she visited her grandparents last weekend. Negative answer: no, subject plus didn't plus base form of the verb plus object. Example: no, he didn't play football when he was young. Next, understanding the differences between regular and irregular verbs is essential for accurate communication in English. Regular verbs follow predictable patterns, while irregular verbs require memorization of their forms. Both types are used intensively in daily conversation, storytelling, and writing. As I mentioned before, we add ed to the base form, base verb to make the sentence in the past. There are spelling rule of regular verbs. First, the normal rule is to add ed, work, worked. If the verb ends in e, add d. Leave, for example, lived. Start, started. Love, loved. If the verb has only one syllable or one vowel and one consonant, double the consonant and add ed. For example, stop, stopped. Plan, planned. Verbs that end in consonant plus y change to id. Study, studied. Carry, carried. To be is irregular and has two forms in the past. Be plus was, were. Other irregular verbs have only one form of the past. Go, went, write, wrote. See irregular verbs on page 155 and learn all verb forms. Now that we have learned regular and irregular verbs in the past simple tense, let's put our knowledge into practice with a fun activity. Complete the sentence with the verbs in the past simple. Send your answers to me. So let's move on. Adjectives ending in ed and ing. Understanding these adjectives is essential for describing feelings, experiences, and states in English. Ed adjectives describes emotions or feelings that people experience. They often describe how someone feels. For example, bored, feeling uninterested or tired because you have something to do. Interested, feeling curious or wanting to learn more about something. Excited, feeling very happy and enthusiastic about something. Ing adjectives describe the quality of a thing or a person, and they often come after a linking verb like be or seem. For example, exciting, make you feel very happy and enthusiastic. Boring, not interesting. Fascinating, extremely interesting. Now that we have learned about ed and ing adjectives, it's time for a practice task to reinforce our understanding. Complete each sentence with the correct adjectives. First, life in New York is very exciting. It's my birthday tomorrow. I'm really excited. Second, the marathon runners were very tired. That game of tennis was very tiring. Third, their children's behavior is really annoying. The teacher was annoyed because nobody did the homework. We were very worried when we heard the news. The news is very worrying. 5. Our holiday was really disappointing. The hotel was awful. My sister was so disappointed because she was ill and missed the school disco. Second task, complete the conversation with ed and ing adjectives. Let's do it together. First, did you enjoy the film? No, I didn't. I was bored from start to finish. What? It wasn't boring at all. It was really exciting and very funny. Well, I didn't laugh once. Second, how was your exam? Awful. I'm really worried. I don't think I will pass. But you worked really hard. I know I studied until 2 in the morning, but then I was so tired today I couldn't read the question. Don't worry, I'm sure you will be okay. Third, I'm so disappointed. I really wanted my team to win this week. Did they lose again? No, it was a draw, 0-0. What a boring game. I know, and now I am so annoyed because I paid £45 for a ticket. 4. When's Nina's birthday party? You mean when was it? It was last Friday on her birthday. Oh no, was she annoyed that I forgot? No, she was just disappointed that you didn't come to her party. Next, let's talk about the numbers. Today we will talk about ordinary numbers. Ordinal numbers indicate the position and order the things in a sequence. They are used to show rank, order, or position rather than the quantity. Here is an overview of ordinary numbers in English. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, tenth, twelfth, 30s, 60s, 70s, 20s, 22nd, 30s, 31st. Next, first we write 3, 4, 2015 or 3rd April 2015. We say the 3rd of April 2015 or April the 3rd 2015. Notice how we say these years. 1900, 1907, 2005, 2019 or 2019. Practice saying dates. First, the 1st of April, April the 1st. The 2nd of March, March of the 2nd. The 7th of September, September the 17th. The 19th of November, November of 19th. The 23rd of June, June of 23rd. The 29th of February, 1976. December the 19th, 1983. The 3rd of October, 1999. May the 31st, 2004. January the 15th, 2019. It's time for your home task. Write some notes about someone you know who is successful. Talk to your partner about him or her. What's his or her name? What does he or she do? How do you know him or her? Was he or she clever at school? How did he or she become successful? Next, so today you have covered a lot of important materials, including regular and irregular verbs in the past simple tense, adjectives ending in ed, I and ing, and ordinary numbers. I hope you found the lesson helpful and that you feel more confident using these aspects of English in your conversation and writing. Thank you all for your participation and hard work. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep using these new skills as much as you can. Goodbye, students.